What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to some of the proudest moments in Canadian history. So, here in the United States, we really don't learn much about Canadian history, in school and stuff. So, today, I thought it'd be really cool to check out this video here where Canadians who are being interviewed actually say what they think is the most proud moment in all of Canada's history. So let's take a look.
What is the proudest moment in Canadian history?
Okay.
My proudest moment in Canadian history is Terry Fox. He did so much for this country,
Yes.
and we, as a society, if we are not willing to look after our sick people, we are a sick society.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Preach. Preach. Go off. Yes. I didn't know he was gonna keep going, get all philosophical about it. What did he say? So anyway, he's talking about Terry Fox, which, unfortunately, I'd say the vast majority of Americans have never heard of Terry Fox. I actually did a video reacting to the story of Terry Fox a while ago. That was like one of the first reactions I did on this channel. What an incredible, unbelievable. It's really a tearjerker, honestly. So emotional and motivating, and I had never heard of Terry Fox, before in my entire life up until that point. And I think for most Americans, that aside from that video, where I had to go out of my way to watch that Terry Fox video, ever since then, I've never heard of him. Before, I never heard of him here in the US. No one ever talked about him, and I've never heard of him since mentioned here. So that's unfortunate because it's an amazing story. So I love this guy's answer. And his, so Terry Fox was running across Canada. He had lost his leg to cancer. He was sick. And so this guy's saying, the more I think about it, I think most Canadians, would say, Terry Fox, talk about Canadian pride and being proud to be Canadian, and to have Terry Fox, incredible. Yeah, I forgot about that. Amazing story. And he's saying, as a society, if we don't take care of our sick, then we are sick. Which is just, I haven't heard that before. I gotta get that. I gotta do something with it. I gotta get that tattooed on my calf or something.
And, we live in a great country. I think probably the best country in the world.
Well,
I don't mind that. I don't mind, because, first of all, here in the U.S., especially growing up, I was taught that the United States is the greatest country in the world. We are the best. We've got it all figured out. We have freedom. We have freedom. Only us. We. Nowadays, to be fair, you don't hear that as much, but it's still extremely prevalent sentiment about the United States. We're very proud, probably to the point of being egotistical about it. So I don't mind at all to see a Canadian, especially for good reason, to be I'm extremely proud of Canada, and I think Canada is the best country in the world. That's your right. I like that. I like that pride. And good answer.
well, I'm a hockey lover, so I would have to say anytime any one of the Canadian teams win anything, whether it's
Ever?
gold or silver. I don't know that we've ever won bronze. We probably have, but
Okay, a little off. I was just saying how only Americans are egotistical. Like, and then they're like, have we ever even gotten third at hockey? I don't think so. I know they're just like maybe joking or maybe not, but this is a funny answer to me. Maybe because like Canadians, you're known for hockey. Like it's kind of a stereotype along with maple syrup and mooses and cold hockey. So the fact that I mean, they didn't even say a specific hockey match. They're just saying like anytime Canada wins at hockey, ever, no matter how big or small, that's like a very, very proud moment. So Canada, extrapolating from this, I don't think that like is it a stereotype? I think it's just a fact at this point. You guys are very, very proud to be really, really good at hockey, because you feel pride. I mean, their proudest moment is any time Canada wins at hockey ever. That's funny.
Yeah, sports just in general.
Oh,
Okay.
Sid the Kid getting that goal back in hockey. When was that?
Oh my God! It's like, what are you talking about? Hockey again? How many times are we going to see hockey as an answer here? I thought that this was like starting off so profound, like Terry Fox, very touching story. Not that hockey isn't profound, but I think that's like my American perspective. Like, really, hockey? Like, is emotional or like that's the proudest thing? Like, yeah, if you think about it, certainly for the United States, like we'd say baseball or like football or something, or certainly sports. Like we get very, 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 very passionate about that. So upon further reflection, I don't have any problem with this answer, but it's funny that it's come up twice now.
10?
Right.
That was the proudest moment.
Wait, so she's being specific about a kid who scored a hockey goal?
Hockey. When was that? Oh, Sid the Kid getting that goal.
Sid the Kid getting that goal. I don't know this reference, I'm afraid.
Proudest moment.
I'm going to say
I think it's Terry Fox. Just like the running across Canada, I feel like that's like.
Hey, good for them. So Terry Fox, because I've sometimes wondered, like how profound that Terry Fox story is. So profound, so you couldn't script like a more emotional story. Man, these are young kids. Like it's nice to see young people, like really, really young kids, giving such a good, serious answer. That makes me think in Canada, you guys do a really good job of spreading the message of Terry Fox and his story and what he was running for. And because in the United States, if you asked this same question to random American, like, teenagers, oh God, like, I don't even know what answer you would get. The trolling you would get. The, like, what are we proud of? Like, Amazon? I guess. I mean, it's a pretty cool company. 2-day shipping? Like, what are we proud of these days? Like, this is actually cool, good answers from, like, all walks of life in Canada, really, old and young.
Like, if you talk about Canada, I feel like that's like one of the first things that come up, because that's what kind of made Canada what it is today. Just running across the country for cancer and stuff. I feel like
That's what it made Canada what it is today? Like, that passion, that sentiment, or really?
that just it just amazes me. It's awesome.
Yeah, being able to have the will to go halfway through, fight through pain and the cancer to raise money for other people. It's a very selfless act, and I feel like it shows what Canada represents.
Such a good answer. Oh my God. Yeah, this is so cool. I can't help but compare it to the US. Like, I don't know if we have our own, I almost want to say like a folk hero story. But we have like Johnny Appleseed. You know him? He had the pan. He wore a pan on his head, or that's what we have.
For me, I like the gold medals Canada wins in hockey, I would say.
It's got to be sports related. The golden goal.
I mean, I like sports, but I don't think that would be my answer. Like sport, but Canadians are really, really passionate about hockey.
The gold medals Canada wins in hockey, I would say.
Okay. The gold medals, like Olympic or World Championships or whatever, like gold medals in hockey. I mean, that literally does mean you're the best in the world. Which is the definition of something to be proud of. Okay, fair enough.
Say?
It's got to be sports related. The golden goal by Sidney Crosby.
It's tough to...
The golden goal by Sidney Crosby. I've heard of Sidney Crosby. The golden goal? I might have to look that one up. I don't think I know that one.
Sports related. The golden goal by Sidney Crosby.
It's tough to pick just one moment, but I would say the Terry Fox run in general, the whole
I'll say something to be proud of. That mustache. Wow. That's well groomed. I'm not even kidding. Terry Fox again. I mean, it does make sense. I'm curious is this whole video just going to be Terry Fox and hockey? Which I wouldn't mind, but I guess a part of me is hoping like to get a little more broad here, but is it just that hard? Maybe it's that hard to beat the Terry Fox story. Yeah.
whole time and what's happened afterward. It's just so typically Canadian, and I think it's, you know, he was the best of us, so to speak.
Wow.
I can't think of a specific moment. I would say it's probably in the 60s and 70s when we prioritized developing our social infrastructure in Canada.
Oh, cool. There's a new answer. Finally, not hockey. Social programs like healthcare and stuff. I mean, if that's what he's talking about, absolutely, that is something to be proud of. It's even in the sort of the same spirit of Terry Fox, like forming this initiative to take care of everybody, take care of others who are sick. So same kind of idea.
And that we forgot to do. We've let it slide for a long time, but I'd say that would be a proud period in Canadian history. Not a moment, but a period.
It would have been World War II with my grandpa once he returned from it. Just how all the Canadians back then kind of united together and worked together for a sole purpose to prove everything wrong and make...
Absolutely. I don't know a ton about Canada in World War II. That's not something, again, that we're taught about in history class here in the U.S. If anything, I'd say Canada is severely underrated in the United States as far as military accolades in World War II. And I've done a couple videos on trying to learn about what Canada has done, and it's pretty incredible. I think I've just like scratched the surface, but Canadians don't get nearly the respect for World War II that they deserve here in the U.S., that's for sure.
The world the way it is today for us.
I think the last spike, where we became united transportation-wise, we could get right.
The last spike? The last spike? Is that what she said?
The last spike.
What's that mean? Am I missing something? The last spike? Like spiking a volleyball? Spiking the punch bowl? What does this mean?
Where we became united transportation-wise, we could get right across the country, and it opened up the West.
The last railroad spike that they hammered in? Is it called the last spike?
And it opened up some of the East as well.
Proudest moment in Canadian history might be more recently when our governments finally started acknowledging the land that we're actually on and the atrocities that these people have been through, and we're actually starting to bring light and attention to what they've gone through and what we need to do to start to reconcile, because we've hardly scratched the surface. Well,
Sure, it's cool that Canada seems to take that like very seriously. You even have that day, like the day for reconciliation and reflection, or it has a name with like orange shirts, or and acknowledging like the native Canadians, or I think that's what in the United States, when I tell you, that is like the last thing people talk about or care about, and yeah, that's not cool. So, yeah, I do have a lot of respect for Canada for actually going out of your way to acknowledge a lot of that stuff, because it's not fun or easy to acknowledge, but it's important.
Well, definitely the Canadian arm. So the space shuttle. So.
Oh, the Canadian arm. I've heard about this once. There's like Canadarm. It has like a name, or it's like a thing in space, like literally a big robot arm or something, right?
Way to go, Canada. We're intelligent. We're smart. Got some scientists there. So yeah, the Canada arm.
Okay, I think I need to learn more specifically about this Canada arm and what it was like specifically for, or what space mission or what was it grabbing? What were you guys or is it, maybe more broadly speaking, it's just like Canada had a breakthrough in technology and robotics, and that is cool and something to be proud of. Yes.
Gay marriage.
Oh.
Legalizing gay marriage. Keeping it that way.
She hit me with out of nowhere. The gay marriage. Awesome answer. Obviously, like, I think I don't know, when did it become legal in Canada? Because it was definitely like embarrassingly late here in the United States, and that's honestly, it probably depends on what state you're in. I don't know what the federal national law on that is in the U.S. right now. I would certainly hope federally you can, if you're gay, you can get married to a same-sex partner, or I actually don't know for sure. But yeah, if Canada, you guys have done that, like that's well overdue stuff, in 2026. But that's, yeah, something that maybe like a lot of us, especially if you're like straight and maybe you don't think about things like that very much, like maybe it got glossed over a bit for people like me, where it's like, yeah, that is an awesome thing that people like did and made legal, and we finally got there, and like, yeah, that's a good point. I haven't like thought about that.
I'm going to say the involvement of Canada in both world wars, World War I and World War II.
Sure.
And I think you see that when you go to Europe, people love Canadians, and that's why.
Yeah, there's a story with like Canada liberating the Netherlands that I saw on YouTube, where like the Dutch people love Canadians. Like, this is the kind of cool stuff that we do not learn about in the US. Some things I've picked up on YouTube, but that's, yeah, like Canada's role in World War I and World War II. Awesome. Great answer. This actually got so much more expansive. Not that Terry Fox and hockey aren't great answers, but I'm actually really pleased to see that there was many, many, many various types of answers, and Canada has a lot to be proud of and a lot of amazing moments, and it's cool seeing like what this means to individual Canadians, like, because this question means something different to everybody, and seeing like Canadian pride, that's really cool. So I like this. I learned some stuff. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, especially if you're Canadian. How would you answer this question? The proudest moment in Canadian history. That'd be awesome to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canadian things that I haven't ever seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.